Hello team, today's challenge is Winter Games Day 12, Bobsled, where we need to determine if the bobsled is over a certain weight and the total weight, including all the riders, is under a certain weight. So we have 1, 2, and 4 person teams, 1, 2, and 4 person teams. We should be able to figure this out pretty quick. I'm going to grab all of this right here because we are going to turn this into our data. Okay, so over to the code. Right at the top, we're going to grab it. This paragraph right here, we can just get rid of it, and we go kilograms for using multiple cursors, backing it up. Don't even need that, just need this number, cutting it away. Deleting everything to the end, jumping to the beginning, pasting that number back, adding a comma. Then, wrapping in square brackets, going to the end, adding another comma, because these are going to be two different objects, technically capital M maps, okay? So the first map is right here. We're going to get that. That's going to be const min sled weight, okay? Because the sled itself needs to be a certain weight. If it's under, it's not eligible, okay? So we have this. We're going to go new map and drop these three in here. Excellent, okay? The reason I'm using a map is because it goes 1, 2, 4, okay? And I don't want to be having to do index math, right? Especially like what goes in slot 3, or technically index 2, right? It doesn't really work, but maps work great. Could it be an object? Yes, but this really needs to be a string. So again, that gets very complicated in a hurry. Maps get it done, okay? Down here, same thing, where we go const. This is going to be max total weight, okay? And we're going to set that to new map as well for the exact same reasons, okay? Because it's just going to be easier to access the data. The data is everything. If you can get the data right, the rest of it gets really, really easy in a hurry, okay? Down here, inside of our function body, okay, we have a few things. First, we need the team count. We need to know whether it's 1, 2, or 4, right? And we get that using athlete weights, just like this, dot length, okay? That, in theory, hopefully they don't try to sneak one in there or something like that to break something. Again, we should probably have some sort of a test for that, but this is going to get it done, okay? And that test only really comes to when we are accessing the data. So keep that in mind. But team count, we have it, okay? The other thing that we need is the total weight, okay? So the weight of the sled plus the weight of the athletes, right? We're going to get all of that right here, okay? And that's going to be sum, a function we haven't created, but we have plenty of times before, okay? And we're going to supply it with athlete weights and sled weights. Sled weight, sorry, there it is. Creating that function just the same way as every other time. So function sum, we get those nums right here. We return nums.reduce. Inside of here, the accumulator, the current, it is the accumulator plus the current. Could we leave this off? Absolutely, but let's hedge our bets just in case they do something funny here, okay? So standardizing this function because, again, we've used it over and over and over during these Olympic challenges. So here it is one more time. There's still a few more days to go. We'll probably use it there too, right? Now we have everything that we need to get this done, okay? So down here, we have the sled weight, okay? That is right here. I'll just go and copy that. If the sled weight is greater than equal to the min sled weight, okay? So min sled weight, just like this, dot get, right? Team count, brilliant, okay? If that's true, and, okay, we needed something else, indenting, getting it right, and the total weight, okay, is less than, you know what, I have these ones backwards again, okay? This should be greater than equal to, and total weight should be less than equal to the max total weight, okay? Just like this. Dot get, same thing, where we go team count, then do something, okay? What do? Well, we return eligible. Brilliant, okay? Otherwise, we return not eligible, okay? And I've misspelled that a few times, so double checking, but there it is, okay? This is the challenge today. So again, data is everything, okay? When we get into these challenges, if we are storing or accessing the data efficiently, then the function becomes very easy, okay? Once we figure out this part, this actually gets very, very easy. So hopefully you can start to see that, where by using a map, we can skip the 0 index and the 3 index. If we had to, we can still loop through this, right? It's still ordered, but we can do that, and we can pull things out based on the key, the first item. And that key can be anything. It can be a string, it can be a number, it can be a function, if you really wanted to get silly about it, right? There are super advanced reasons for doing that, none of which I can think of in my day-to-day work. But you can do that. So today we used a map, right? We sorted it, or we didn't sort it, but we filled it in according to these keys, and we accessed them directly, okay? Again, should we have some sort of an extra test to make sure that we have one of these keys? Yes, we could do minsled weight dot has, and it will return true or false. And same thing with max total weight, right? Dot has, true or false. We could do stuff like that to make sure that the data is there. So if you want to do that, absolutely. Today we didn't need to because they're giving us clean data. In professional work, we absolutely should do that. Absolutely, okay? So the data and the function, again, using that sum function a lot. It would be really nice if SumPrecise existed, math.SumPrecise. It only works in Firefox and the newest version of Safari at the time of this recording. So hopefully soon, right? And then we won't need this function anymore. We can just use that directly. But once we have that information, we tested and we returned eligible or not eligible. That's it, right? I feel like I'm doing a lot more speaking than actual coding today, but hopefully you see it, right? Hopefully you see it too. If you don't, right? If something's confusing to you or you did not like this solution, if you had another one that you want to share, hit me up in those comments. Otherwise, this is it today. This has been Winter Games Day 12, the Bobsled, and I will see you tomorrow.